Hi, welcome to our signature segment, See the Stories, on the 2-hour news show. The highly anticipated Group C World Cup Qualifier between Australia and Indonesia is set to take place at Allianz Stadium in Sydney, Australia tomorrow. Indonesia sits third in the Group C, just 6 points, with 1 point behind Australia. A win in Sydney would see the Garuda squad overtake the Socceroos and move into direct qualification spot for the World Cup. Today, we will discuss Indonesia's chances, possible match strategies, and also what the team must focus on to beat of the horses. Joining us today in our studio, Football Pundit, Aldi Bawazier, to tell us more. Hi Aldi, thank you so much for coming.
Hi Adi, good.
This is so anticipated watch. This is so worth to watch. I believe that the consultations between Indonesia and Australia is so tight. Indonesia's eyes on Sydney right now. Before we jump into the conclusion and fruitful discussion, tell me, the tactical differences between Sintayong, because as we know that Sintayong has set the bar high.
Very high.
And this is the debut match, Patrick Kluivert, to lead the Garuda squad. What a difference between them.
Yeah, I took the change in the coaching system. Coaching staff is very, very positive.
Okay.
Especially with the incoming from Coach Pastor, Coach Kluivert, and Coach Lanzat. These three system is very, very intriguing for me because we know Kluivert.
This is so working so far, yeah?
Yes.
So good, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We know Kluivert is a very, very well-known player.
Okay.
Very attacking-minded. His signature formation is 4-3-3 attacking.
Okay.
But with Pastor on board, he knows. He's a very good coach. He's very well-known as the very good coaches that bring Almer City back to the top division of Eredivisie.
Okay.
And after that, people said, okay, this coach will bring Almer back to relegation. But no, he make it stay to the top division and change the philosophy where everybody wants play with the Johan Cruyff philosophy. No, his approach is he knows the player, but he don't want to change the game. So he want to play the game is for more direct, coming from behind, effective. Is 1-2 shot and is a really not very entertaining football, but very effective. That is Coach Pastor. So when I'm learning from this game is from tomorrow. I believe Coach Pastor will bring not very different approach with the Coach Sintayong before. So yeah, I think it's a massive game for tomorrow. You said highly anticipated. Yes.
Yes.
Because we need a point. We need even better. We need to win tomorrow.
We will win.
And I believe we can.
We can.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just backwards a bit, talking about the tactical approaches. Like, we see that emphasizes the open style of play, Sintayong style. This is very deep influence with the Garuda, and we have been experienced like some winners, some draws, and also some losses in the previous qualifier.
Sure.
And as we know that the positions is enabling the Indonesian squad to interchange position fluidly, because this is creating the dynamic movement and unpredictable passing options. And as we appreciated the Kluivert in the Curaçao national team in the previous moment, he emphasizes a short pacing game, utilizing the team's speed and exploiting spaces between the opponents. Did you think that it's going to be a fair game for Kluivert to tackle the Garuda games to matches in Australia?
It's very good. It's very good you're digging on the Curaçao experience with the Kluivert, because he's the one to bring Curaçao very top on the FIFA ranking.
Right.
So he's very good at that. But in this system now, in this national team of Indonesia, I don't think he's the only one. He's solely Coach Patrick will do everything.
Right.
There's a lot of people behind him to support him, especially Coach Pastor, which I believe is going to be the mind
games.
Yes. So yeah, I think the difference between Coach Sintayong and Coach Patrick, yes, time will tell, because I don't believe what Patrick do in the Curaçao will he show in Indonesia. We wait until the first game tomorrow to know what he's going to bring to Indonesia, what approach, what strategy, what formation. Because yes, everybody knows Coach Patrick is very love the 4-3-3 attacking formation.
Okay.
But will he do that tomorrow? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think Coach Patrick will more to, okay, don't change a lot of in the system. Maybe we'll do the same against Australia with the 3 defender or 5 defender behind, and then to maintain, to push the player in midfield.
Right.
And once a time to launch a counter attack. Not very different with the Coach Sintayong system, but I believe that is a more or most effective approach at the moment.
Most effective approach at the moment. So we talk about the new players that empowering Indonesian Garuda squad for the next match. We have some new names: Emil Audero, Dean James, Joey Pelupesi, and also Ole Romeni. Did you think that this new player could be the advantage for the Garuda squad to have to with Australia?
Very much, especially Joey Pelupesi in midfield,
Joey Pelupesi, yes.
Ole Romeni in forward, and one of my newest recent favorite player, Dean James.
Dean James.
Dean James playing fullback in his team in Go Ahead Eagles in Eredivisie.
Okay.
But he's not solely to play as a defender. His attacking statistic is very, very good. So when people said, when Dean James come, who will play, Verdong or Dean James? But I believe those 2 players can play together.
Yes.
Dean James play like a left winger, and Verdong as in the 3-4-3 formation in the 4 going to be on the left. So Dean James will bring a lot into this squad. The pace, the goal scoring, the very good, very good, and the passing. So if you go to the statistic now, you're going to Google it. The one thing that make Dean James very good is not his pace, is not his accuracy, but his pass is very good. So I think that is one thing that Indonesia need to make a lot of very good passes, especially during the set pieces. Yeah, now in Australia, we'll talk more about the absentee of the Australia players. 6 players will be absent.
6 players absent.
5 one of them is the defender.
Okay.
So attacking set piece is going to be very, very crucial for Indonesia. And I believe Dean James or Tom Haye will be very good at this taking a set pieces.
All right.
Especially we have a very good player with the header. Joe Pelupesi also. Ole Romeni. You asked about Ole Romeni. He with his in our team, his versatility. He can play as a central forward, and he also can play as a right winger. So
very versatile.
Very versatile.
Yes.
And if Coach Patrick want him to play as a number 9, so Marcelino will be on the right, or maybe Reinders on the right, or maybe Marcelino on the left, Reinders on the right, Romani on center. But if Marcelino will play as a false 9 in center, Romani on the right and Dean James on the left, it's going to be different. It's going to be worse also. So if you ask me, with this new added to the squad, do I think it's going to be worse? Very much. Very much.
All right. So talking about Indonesia becoming top notches for the new players, but Australia will not complete it with 4 or 5 key players in there. So talking about Australia, we have a Jason Geria that having very optimistic about the players' match with Indonesia for tomorrow. Let's take a look.
I think so, and I think they've naturalised, a lot of European players as well. So it's a new coach, new players, and yeah, I guess it's almost a wild card in the sense that you don't know exactly what you're going to get from them, but at the same time, I think we're going to be set up and the coaching staff prepare us to be able to deal with anything. So, whatever they come with, I think we'll be able to adapt, and even then still, I think we'll be able to, control the game and make it harder for them, not them making it hard for us.
All right, this is very interesting. I quote for Jason Gracia. He said that, I think we are to adapt, and we're going to be set up, and we'll be able to control the game and make it harder for them, which is Indonesia, and easier for Australia. What do you think about this?
Yeah, reasonable, very much reasonable for him to be, optimistic with the squad. So if he want to play to control the game, we let them to play control the game. Because against Bahrain, Australia control the game. But what happened, in 89 minutes, there's a goal from Bahrain from the own goal. So I believe so, Australia will control the game, But Indonesia, just like I said before, will launch 1 or 2 counter-attack and when effective. So the key is our flank.
Flank.
Just like
That's the key.
Yes.
Flank.
Just like in the Bahrain game.
Okay.
They have very good flank, very quick, very pacey. So we have Reinders, we have Marcelino, we have Dean James on the left. So yeah, I don't think, okay, that is a very reasonable optimistic from Australia's side. But yes, we can also optimistic. And just because Australia have a 6 absentee from the squad and they play in the home,
right.
So it doesn't mean we cannot score a goal or doesn't mean we can win. So hey, Indonesia, I think we have to look at the game very optimistic too.
Yeah, we need to look this game as optimistic too. But before we jump to the next questions, like you got the point, like good point about the supporters. I highlighted these 3 factors that Indonesia need to do and need to focus to making the strategies ahead of our game with Australia.
Doing homework. Well.
Yes, first one is the preparation.
Yeah.
The second one is the mentality, and the third is supporters. About preparation, as we know that this is long preparation. How do you say about this?
I understand, but the preparation is going to be very, very tricky because it's a national team, it's not a club.
Right.
The coach and the player doesn't meet week in, week out every day.
Right.
I believe when landing in the Sydney is the first time Coach Patrick meet all of the squad.
Right.
So yeah, it's not going to be easy for the preparation, but I believe the squad itself is already, have a,
strong bonding
between them, and the new added player is also, it's not hard for them to, to mingle, to join, because some of them play in the Dutch league.
Right.
So I think it's okay. But one thing that makes me it's going to be very tricky for me because the length of the journey they took to Sydney from the Europe is going to be hard. So but I hope it's not doesn't going to be very
physically exhausted,
physically exhausted.
Okay. But did you think that this just short term of preparation is affecting the mentalities of our Garuda squad?
The mentality, I think for the mentality, even the new added players, they have one goals also. The same goals that bring this squad, that bring this Garuda to the World Cup.
Okay.
So that's, I think, is the main and important thing to be mentally focused on. Okay, how can we bring this squad, this nation, to the World Cup next year? There's a mentality that not just a player, but the coaches also from the supporters, they are behind the squad. They are behind the team. They're very positive. There's a lot of Indonesian supporters
in Australia,
to support and behind the team. There's a very, very good sign. And I believe, I don't want to sound very, optimistic and blind with the just because blah, 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 Australia will win, Australia will lose. No, it's a very, tricky situation. We doesn't get anything from the qualification. It's still nothing for us. Indonesia still not qualify at all.
Okay.
So we have to do it from now.
Okay.
Yes, you said the preparation maybe not very maximum, but hey, tomorrow is the game, 90 minutes.
Just do this.
Do this.
Just do this. Okay, talk about Indonesian squad. As we know that 2 names, Justin Hubner and Ragnar Oranmangun, is not joined the team.
The squad, yeah.
Who gonna replace them?
Yeah, for Oranmangun on the left side, I believe Dean James will.
Why Dean James?
Yes.
Why Dean James?
Why Dean James? Because he's a player that very versatile, very effective.
Very versatile, very effective.
Yes, and as a player that we need to be very quick on the flank.
Right.
Dean James is one of the pacey player in Dutch league.
Okay.
Not Asia League, but Dutch league. So I think Dean James play as a flank on the left side is going to be very, very good. But I think it's more pacey than Oranmangun.
Okay.
So if Oranmangun, when he play or he came back to the squad, he doesn't show improvement to his play, I think Dean James, 27 years old, is going to be very, very, very good player to us. And Hubner.
Who's going to replace Hubner?
Justin Hubner, I think from the back 3, if Coach Patrick or Pastor will play 3 defender, I think Rizky Ridho, Jay Itzas, and Mes Hilhurst is going to be played. So if Justin Hubner available, I think he's not going to be played as a starter.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it's not very massive loss for our squad, but it doesn't mean it's the end of the day. So yeah, Jason Humner, come again. We need you. But the back three for me is already confirmed.
Okay, can Garuda player Ole Romney break the national team's tag deadlock? It's a tough question.
I hope
right?
so. I
You
hope
hope so?
Because
why is that?
In Oxford, he played in Oxford, played together
Oxford,
with
yeah.
Marcelino.
Yep.
The cohesion between the two players is very good, and he's going to be play aside.
Okay.
So Marcelino just
Okay.
in the Saudi games, nobody will predict Marcelino will do such thing like that.
Okay.
So I hope Ole Romani or every player will step up just like Marcelino did in a games against Saudi.
Full of surprise.
Full of surprise. and,
Yes.
We doesn't need 4 or 6 goals.
We don't need
tomorrow.
that.
1 win away goal,
Yes.
more than enough.
Okay, so talking about like predictions for the lines up, do you have something for us?
Yeah, I think I want to wait for the coach Coach Patrick to line the squad up. But for me, I think the safest way to approach tomorrow game is the not change a lot of the squad. So I think 3-4-3 will be safe, or 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. I think the safest way to approach tomorrow game. So yeah, 3 defender.
So yeah, this
Yeah.
is the predicted starting lineup at
Sure, yeah.
3-4-3.
I think
Okay.
very good. Martin Paz, of course, he's going to be starter defender, goalkeeper.
Okay.
Rizky Rido, it says, and Hilhurst. Rido can play on the left side, on the right side.
Okay.
Especially Rido play in Persija Jakarta as a left-sided defender.
Sure.
Hilhurst can play right on the left also. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I think.
So 3-4-3, yeah?
The key is Palu Pesi and Tom Hai. The
Oh.
incoming of Palu Pesi will activate Hai as more advanced, more play like number 10 to distribute ball.
All right.
And also very good at a long range shot. Tom Hai and Kevin Dix, who played very well to his team against Chelsea in the Conference League last week. So I believe Kevin Dix, who just coming from the injury, will be more valuable to our squad. Dean James and Marcelino is going to be very, very pacey flank. And Romani, I hope he can be a goal getter, fox in the box to max our squad.
All right. If we talk about the comparison between the previous match between Indonesia and Australia,
Yeah.
we have 4-5-4-1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So compared with this, like, did you think that's something different trying to embrace?
If you see when Kevin Dix and Verdon play more defense,
Right.
and Marcelino play more defense, and James more, it's going to be 5-4-1.
Right.
So it's not change for the coach approach. Still 5-4-1 when defend and 3-4-3 when attack. So the safest way to say, okay, why this is the formation that I believe Coach Patrick will do, Coach Pastor will do, because it's more balance in the squad, more
More balance.
and every player can unite.
Sure.
The key is the between the players not very gapy. So I think this is formation will do works tomorrow.
This will work for tomorrow, yeah? So the last question, and this is very important questions for you, Aldi. So give us your score predictions for tomorrow.
As a fans,
Yes, of course.
as a fans, 1-0 win away. But I think Drew will be more make sense.
Drew?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I hope. Just I want to make it this way.
Okay.
The absentee of Australia's 5 from the 6 is defender.
Okay.
So attacking department is not very, changes. So our focus is defend well and sometimes attack 1 times, 2 times from the launching of the counter attack. The focus need to be there.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Australia squad, the supporters from Australia, from Socceroos, will make as hard for us to concentrate.
Right.
It's like Australia side before will make a hard game for us. I hope I just bring it on, Australia, bring it on. We're not
Bring it on the
afraid.
game.
Yeah, we're not afraid.
So defensive and also trying to attack in the sum of
Yeah.
changes that we had, yeah?
Sure.
Aldi Bawazier, thank you so much
Thank you.
for your time with us.
Pleasure
We
mine.
hope that tomorrow games will be a fair game for
Sure.
both parties, and we hope that Indonesia will win this qualifier and go straight
Sure.
to World Cup. Okay, we are going for a quick break, but when we come back, we'll again have more news updates, so keep it right here on to our news show only on See Today. Thank you so much, Aldi. Thank you, bro.